Yo, what's going on, you guys? My name is Crazy Pie, and in this video we're going to be talking about 3 important crucial tips to win more gunfights within Apex Legends. I've done multiple gunfight videos in the past, but this one's going to be going over 3 very important things that you need to keep in mind in every single gunfight that you get into within Apex Legends. If you guys are new around here, make sure you subscribe so that you never miss future Apex Legends videos, but without further ado, let's get into the first tip. So the first tip I have for you guys here into winning more gunfights here that you need to remember, and I know it can be hard at times because I don't even remember this at times, but when you're in a gunfight, the very first thing that you need to know is that you need to remember that you have to strafe and use advanced movement tactics. Now, I will actually put an end screen video after this on advanced movement tactics if you want to go watch that. I've made one in the past, so make sure you watch all the way to the end of this video so that you can go ahead and easily click on it, but make sure you strafe, alright? The guns that you want to be using when you are strafing are guns that usually have faster ADS movement speeds, because this will allow you to move faster when you're ADSing, and if you can move faster than the enemy when you're ADSing, then you're going to have a better time strafing. The strafe is the most basic actual advanced movement tactic. If you also put your control layout on evolved or bumper jumper, something like that, you can easily use the hop as well as when you're in a gunfight if you use the hop strafe, as well as if you use the crouching method. The crouching method is basically if you put your crouch onto R3, basically every time that you shoot and you're behind cover, you can just use R3 to easily kind of like bob up and down when you're in a gunfight. This will basically allow it so that you can also dodge more bullets, but basically using the strafe and just using as much movement as you possibly can inside of a gunfight is going to help you to A, dodge more bullets, but B, you're also just going to be able to just, trick the enemy, and you'll have better movement than the enemy will. And if you have better movement than the enemies in Apex Legends, then you will have an easy time winning most of your gunfights. Now, the next tip that I have for you guys is actually very overlooked in terms of gunfights, but you want to use gun combos that combo well together. So I'm going to make a video on how to, best gun combos in Season 2, but I would recommend using gun combos that work well together. So say if you run out of ammo for an R99 inside of your gunfight and you have to switch guns, you wouldn't want to switch guns to something like a longbow if you're in a close range engagement, you know what I mean? So if you're using one close range gun, you're not going to want to use a very long range gun. Now obviously, yeah, you can just go ahead and reload, and yes, the longbow and R99 combo is pretty good, but you wouldn't want to use something like a longbow and a RE45 or like a longbow and a P2020. You're going to want to use guns that combo well together. So if you're going to use a very rushing type of playstyle, you're going to want to try and use something like an R99 and maybe an R301. This is a pretty good combo. It's called the R400, and it works very, very well together. Using guns that you know are going to be working well together within Season 2, and using gun combos that you're comfortable with as well. So say you don't know how to use the flatline for its recoil, and say you barely ever use it, you're not going to want to try and bring it into, the top gunfights if you're in ranked, especially because if you don't have that much skill with it, now is not the time to, use it in a gunfight. You're going to want to try and win most of your gunfights, and you're not going to win most of your gunfights by using a gun that you have little to no skill with. So use gun combos that you're familiar with, and use gun combos that you know a lot about and that you know are going to work well together if you happen to run out of ammo in one of them and have to switch to the other one. Now, the third tip that I have for you guys that you need to remember, this one's probably one of the most important ones that you need to get into your head. You have to remember that winning the gunfight isn't everything, and you have to remember that the game is a battle royale game, alright? You only have one life, and you want to try and live that life to the best of your ability and as smart as you possibly can, alright? If you notice that the gunfight is going very poorly in your direction, and your team is losing the gunfight, you want to realize that you have to push out of there, and even if you have to stall the gunfight for a couple of minutes just to leave, heal up, and get a better position, you need to remember that, alright? Say you're in a very bad position inside of a gunfight and you know that your team is about to lose. Instead of trying to keep going for the kills and to get the gunfight over with as soon as possible, try and fall back, take some cover, maybe even get the high ground if you can. The high ground is going to help you a lot as well if you can retake the high ground, but making sure that you're able to fall back and heal up, especially in a gunfight, is going to help you out a ton. Like literally, if you know that your team is losing the gunfight and you know that you can fall back and go ahead and heal, then do it. Trust me, trust me, if you are fighting a long range engagement as well, make sure you fall back and heal, alright? Take cover as much as you possibly can. Don't try and go all bloodthirsty, and don't try and go for the kills as much as you possibly can. Like, even if you have the guy low, but you know that 2 of them are still at pretty full health and you're pretty low yourself, don't rush it. just to get that one guy. You know, even if he heals up and even if you don't get the kill, it's not the end of the world because it's a battle royale game. At the end of the day, all that matters is your team winning, and in order to win the game, you're going to want to play that gunfight as smart as possible, especially in ranked, alright? Especially in ranked, you're going to want to try and play your gunfights as safe as possible and as smart as possible so you can get out of there and you can win the game and hopefully heal up and win that gunfight. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, please feel free down below to like and subscribe to the channel. I said that fast on purpose. Instagram linked down below. Everything is linked down below, especially. Subscribe to the channel for daily Apex videos, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another daily Apex video, and I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and yeah, peace out, boys.